You died in a car crash.
It's time to wake up, Minx.
No, I'm being serious. Minx died in a car crash.
I did die.
Then who's on the show? Then who's on the show right
No,
now?
I got revived,
Well, they brought
okay?
her-
Like in a video game.
Oh, you got
Obviously,
brought
they
her
me
back.
You got better.
They brought her back.
You actually, like, your heart stopped?
Yeah, but it was only for like a minute or two. But listen, Christians, tune out here right now because I thought I was asleep during that time. I woke up to people saying, like, my mom sobbing and my dad, like,
Oh my god.
my dad sobbing and my mom throwing up. But I thought I was asleep, so that kind of took me out of Christianity. I believed in heaven. I was, I'm a Catholic girl. I grew up in an all-girls Catholic school. I sung in choir every Sunday, practiced in the church every Friday. And then I died and everything seemed to be a lie because it just felt like I was asleep.
Okay, so
Yeah.
wait, let me
Holy
get this
shit.
straight. So you've actually experienced what it is like to die.
Yeah.
So, and what you're telling our audience right now, this is an exclusive, interview now with a dead then not dead person. It's just like falling asleep. So none of us should be afraid of death.
I like that you're like.
Eh.
I like that you're like. I don't like to talk about my first channel because it was called Panda, and people call
Yeah.
me a furry. Also, there's no God. I was there.
No, but I was
Easy
also,
peasy
like,
to
a
talk about the
child.
time that I literally died.
That's fucking insane.
Well, what the fuck happened? What
Maybe
happened?
kids don't get into heaven. I mean, lately I kind of believe that.
How did you die?
Yeah, how did you die, Minx?
Oh, so it was actually during my first ever seizures. Shout out epilepsy. Yeah, my mom, my dad didn't know what it was, and they were too dumb to not wait for the ambulance. Mom and dad, if you're watching this, I do love you, and I would do the same in your position. So instead of waiting for the ambulance that they called, as I'm flopping around like a fish, oh God, I don't even want to see the angles from there. Dad put me in the back of the car, and it's like December, Christmas time. He's driving down the road, rushing, speeding over the limit, and he turns. There's ice. Boo! Car flips into the railing. Shout out to that
Car
railing.
flipped?
Yeah,
Oh,
I think it was
my
twice.
God.
Holy shit.
Okay, so it was bad because you were having, and what do you call it, an epileptic episode? Is that what it would be?
Yeah,
Seizure.
yeah, a fit or a seizure, whichever
Yeah,
one.
and then it then got worse because then you were in a snowy car crash
And
on
then you
the way
died.
to the hospital.
Yeah, but look, bless up, Dad. He turned the corner and I fell out of the, flopping
Bless
around in the
up,
back.
Dad. You Tokyo drifting around the corner.
No. You know the back seats? I was falling, so I fell down between the seats, like at the bottom. So he was freaking out, tried to reach back up to try prop me up because, homie's foaming at the mouth and whatever. So as he was turning the corner, he didn't turn properly and the car flipped. But listen, this is the best part of the story. My favorite local restaurant in the town that we lived, the girl that I know from the restaurant was driving home in a taxi. It was late. It was 2 a.m. So, technically, she saved my life. My mom and dad were so grateful for her because, she saw the car crash and was like, oh, let's take her to the hospital. And that was by the time, homie went beep, dead, heart stopped. And the hospital was only a minute away.
Did you die from the seizure or did you die from the crash? Or
I think it was
a
a
mix?
double negative kind of
That's
situation.
the fun thing. We'll never know. They never even knew what my epilepsy was. They
both
said
helped.
They said it's... Yeah, they work together to, just stop me. They, work together.
So you were dead after the car crash, and they drove you the rest of the way to the hospital, and they brought you back to life?
Yeah, I still don't know, because my mom refuses to talk about the story properly with me, because it's a trigger for her. I'm like, okay, you're not the one that died, Mom, but get over it.
Are you all right talking about this stuff? Is it you're something you're pretty open about?
I don't remember shit. I remember fucking seizing out and then and then just nothing and then waking up in the hospital and not feeling. I thought I was paralyzed, low key. I couldn't move. The below my neck would not move for I think 2 hours. So anyone with epilepsy,
God.
don't worry,
God
you don't
must
get
be terrible.
paralyzed.
So
Yeah.
another question about that, Minx. Why did they bring you back to life?
Oh, Jesus.
Jschlatt!
What?
Fuck.
So given all this, what easily is the hardest, most traumatic thing we've had on the podcast so far? What part of the sandwich do you think you are?
I can't believe you just said that. I can't believe you just called into question the hospital people like they would recognize. They were like, oh, this one? Yeah, no, cut it off. Cut it off. They pull the doctors out of the room. They lock the door, throw away the key.
Written in Sharpie on her body, just like, do not resuscitate.
They already put the body bag over me.
Not worth it.
Her parents say she wanted to be a streamer when she grows up. They zip up the body bag.
Oh my god.
I don't know, they probably would have let me go in that case. They thought I had goals back then.
Oh shit.
Oh my goodness.
Oh
Wow.
fuck.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow. Well, she's alive
this is
now.
Oh my god, actually, you know, after being banned for 8 years of driving, I passed my driver's test today.
You were banned for 8 years.
Well, okay,
Congratulations. We're just going to glaze over the first part. Great job. Excellent
Now
work.
I'd like to get
No,
into that.
no, I was banned. No, I
joking?
was banned because of my epilepsy. If you have a seizure, you can't drive for 4 years.
4 years,
because-
really?
Oh, so
Yeah,
you had a
that was the
seizure
rule
and
in
then 4
Ireland.
years went by and then you had a seizure again?
Yeah, well, it was. They actually. I'm gonna fight the hospital. I'm gonna fight the free healthcare is great and all until they fuck it up. It wasn't. It was a stress fit. There's a difference between a full blown seizure that you can't control and yeah, it crushed the car. Between a stress fit where it's like a mix between a seizure and a panic attack. And they
Did you
counted
start
my
explaining
stress
to them?
fit.
Did you start explaining this to them after they brought you back from death?
No, oh my god, that was like 10 years ago, Jeremy, please.
So you wake up from death and you're like, listen, guys, I was a little stressed.
I feel so bad for joking about this, but it seems like you're comfortable with it.
No,
so.
I'm like, I hate when people like, every time I feel like, I never talk about it on my stream because they're like, I'm so sorry you're going through that. I'm like, yeah, 10 years ago, I don't remember it. I don't.
Yeah.
I remember waking up and thinking I fell asleep. Okay, I died, but I don't. It wasn't like fucking traumatic.
Have any of you guys fainted before? Just like straight up faint?
No.
Maybe.
No.
I black out a little when I get
Well,
up. Really
I've been trying to
fast
imagine like
sometimes.
what that situation would be like if I was in Minx's shoes, and the only similar thing I can imagine is one time when I was in the Jersey Shore. It was like one morning, and then I was at like a farmer's market, and then randomly I just start getting tunnel vision, and then I wake up and there's like 5 people standing over me, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, you just
Huh?
it's like a smash cut. You know what I mean? You're just there.
Well,
all
no,
of a
it's
sudden.
not necessarily like a smash cut. It's like a slow darkness that
A
comes
dissolve
upon you.
across
and-
Yeah,
dissolve.
it is. The little
Yeah.
sparkly dots that come around and slowly get
Yeah.
smaller and smaller until you're gone.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it's like. So it's very disorienting for sure. So I can imagine how fucking confused you were when you woke up.
Okay, if I ever see sparkly dots,
Maybe we can do this
I
in the
know
next
shit's about
podcast.
to go down.
Schlatt,
Maybe we can
that's-
do this.
That's where the cartoon aspect of the stars around the head when
Oh,
someone gets hit in the
Really?
head comes from. Because when you start to pass
I
out,
didn't
you
even
actually
think
see
of that, but it
stars.
makes sense. You
Yeah,
do
you
see
actually
stars,
see
like, but it's
sparkles.
like black stars. It's like sparkly, like white lights as the black fades in.
What about the ducks? Where do those come from?
the ducks.
Do you see? You know when like someone gets hit in the head in the cartoons and it's like bonk, boing, and
Or like
and
the
then you
cuckoo
see-
clock? Is that
Yeah,
what you're
where,
talking?
yeah. Where did the little chickens that circle around come from? Did
Yeah.
you see any of those when you went out?
Did a welt the size of your fucking hand grow on the top of your
Emerge out
head?
of you?
Yeah, Minx, did you wake up? Were you just in a room full of ducks and the doctors just ignored them?
I think he was asking you, Ted. You're the one
It
that
was an
fainted. I had a
open-ended question.
seizure.
it
It
was
was an open-ended
open-ended. Welcome to America.
Open face.
No, the
like an
last
open
thing
face
I
sandwich.
remember when I had the seizure was like not being able to breathe, shaking, and an EpiPen being stuck in my ass, and then one being stuck in my gum, needles put in me everywhere. Yeah,
Fuck that, man.
Jesus.
I'm just trying to make you guys feel bad now because you guys seem like it's funny.
Well, no, I mean it's
funny.
It's
I'm gonna like say the worst aspects. You know, I couldn't breathe.
No,
I was
I mean,
lying there
that
for
is
2
really
minutes, like
scary.
choking on air.
well, that's kind of funny. I'm sorry, I'm joking.
So bad.
Joking, like,
Usually
chose
I'm the one
worst
that
one, be
needs
like,
to be
well,
reeled
no,
in.